Welcome to the Bridal Show, an exciting look at some of the top wedding venues and bridal professionals in the Rochester area. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our tour of Rochester's finest wedding destinations. Planning your wedding day can be so exciting, but with so much planning comes a lot of questions, like where do we hold the ceremony? How about the reception? Where should I buy my flowers? Where should I get my wedding dress or tuxedo? Here on the Bridal Show, we're going to point you in the right direction. We're even going to showcase a salon and spa that will help you relax and get you looking your very best. We're starting our journey at the Strath Allen, Rochester's downtown boutique hotel. Brides are encouraged to enjoy spectacular views and world-class accommodations from their 9th floor venue space. They've also added the Voigt Mansion, also known as the Century Club, as another option. It's been exceptionally renovated and it's stunning. A must visit for any bride-to-be.
The Strath Allen has the total package for all of our guests. It's not only just the premier wedding venue in Rochester, but it actually offers so many other accommodations.
Well, here at the Strath Allen, we are a very unique venue. We have multiple event spaces, from our wine room to our 2nd floor conference room to our 1st floor ballroom, and now our newly renovated 9th floor, which can hold up to 260 people. We do complimentary wedding tastings. So from the very first point where you're trying the actual food, you're going over the layout, you're going over our floor plan, what we offer linen-wise, complimentary centerpieces. We offer everything.
So being on the top floor of the Strath Allen in our City View Ballroom, we actually get some of the best sunsets in Rochester. We're fortunate enough to have the ability to shoot the whole spanning sunset shot. It makes for great wedding receptions. The Voigt Mansion and the Strath Allen have been historic landmarks in Rochester for many, many years. And the goal was to really give life back to both of these properties, creating the total package experience. Here, with the Voigt Mansion as well as the Century Club, you have the opportunity to experience 2 completely different themes. It's not just one ballroom, it's many individualized spaces that ultimately could create the total package for what you're looking for.
The Voigt Mansion was commissioned in the late 1890s by Albrecht Voigt. He was an entrepreneur who actually originally came from Baden, Germany. Albrecht Voigt had 3 young daughters, and he designed the house envisioning them coming down this grand staircase and celebrating their marriage to send them off to their new lives.
The dome and the staircase are really quite unique to any property in downtown Rochester, and to have it in such a unique space as this is absolutely amazing, because you can take bridal pictures, or your guests can take beautiful pictures that you can't find anywhere else in any other venue in Rochester, which I think is so beautiful and magnificent.
One of the biggest selling points of the mansion is the fact that you have an entire house at your leisure. We have an upstairs ballroom that can accommodate ceremonies. We have wonderful, beautiful pocket doors that all can be closed, so when your guests come in, they're actually taken up to the upstairs, and when they come back downstairs, everything's open and ready to go. You see the beautiful ballroom that's set, you see all of the cocktail areas and also our little bar areas as well.
What's amazing about the Voigt Mansion is you get all of the Strath Allen standards, quality, and service that you do at the Strath Allen, but over here at the Voigt Mansion. I strongly suggest that you come down to the Voigt Mansion, check out our newest property that we took on board, completely renovated as of very recent, and see the different additions that we have to our Strath Allen portfolio.
One of the greatest things about this house is that there's so many stories in the walls of this place, and one of the things that we really say to our guests is, if you book your event here, your story becomes a part of the Voigt Mansion story. So, we'd love to have you come down, take a look, meet our wonderful sales team, meet our events directors, and we guarantee that you'll fall in love with the space.
Booking your wedding day at the Strath Allen or the Voigt Mansion couldn't be any easier. Simply give them a call or visit their website. Some say the groom has it easy when planning for a wedding, and perhaps that's true at Rochester's trendiest men's clothing store, Incognito Menswear and Tuck Shop. For nearly 30 years, Randy Barkin's team has been the go-to shop for wedding tuxes, formal wear, and suits.
You know, we're right at the four corners of Penfield, started in 1985. In 2013, we opened up this location. It's 3 to 4 times the size what we had before. So as our business grew, it became evident that we needed to bring on a team that really understood our core value as a business, and we wanted to find people that knew Rochester weddings, and actually were connected to Rochester.
I would think we are the quintessential store for service, period. Customer comes in, he is part of us, he becomes part of our family. We treat him in a royal way, and we are very, very, very careful on the fittings and make sure everything fits. And if it doesn't fit perfectly, we have tailoring to accommodate that as well.
Customer service is our main focus. And it starts when the customer first walks in the door. They're greeted by one of our fashion consultants. We give them our name, and then we see how we can help them. Typically, it's going to the tuck shop for a wedding party, in which we invite them to take them upstairs, and we can show them what we have as far as tuxes and wedding suits.
One of the things that sets us apart from other tuxedo shops is that we are fully stocked in the back room. We have the sizes in tuxedos, pants, shirts. The guys can come in and try things on and see what they look. We can play dress up, they can switch jackets.
You can come into our store and find great values. We carry a lot of suits from Hickey Freeman, Armani, Zegna, Canelli, names that you can't touch, usually for under $1,000. Here you can walk into our store and pick them up for $99. It's a great value to the customer. So we get a lot of grooms that do have smaller weddings, second weddings, where they can come in and they can pick up a beautiful suit and pay a fraction of what they'd have to pay at any retailer in the area.
So we know that when we put it on the racks, it's going to be good quality, good presentation. We know our customers will really enjoy it. The advantage of some of the resale suits is that they are already pre-tailored. A lot of gentlemen will come in, need something right away for a business or some other event. 9 times out of 10, they can pick up a suit and it fits them perfectly. Or there may be some minor adjustments. But 9 times out of 10, they walk out very happy because they no tailoring involved.
Very often people come in and they're shocked to think that they don't even realize it's a resale store, because the store looks so exquisite and so new and so fresh and so clean. And usually it takes some introduction to the store for the customer to realize how great it is.
If a bride and groom hasn't checked us out, they definitely should come in and see what we have to offer. We make it an enjoyable process. We make it fun. Come in and see the wide variety of tuxedos and suits we offer.
People enjoy the experience. We're not pushy. We're not looking to meet any numbers, any sales numbers. All we're here to do is make our customers happy, and at the end of the day, we hope the rest takes care of itself.
Visit us online or call Incognito Menswear and Tuck Shop and get your tux custom fit and suit up in style for your wedding day. With a profound passion for style and relaxation, Lux Salon Spa and Laser Center will pamper you and your bridal guests the way you deserve. With a luxurious spa and full spectrum of services, Lux Spa promises their extraordinary team will provide peace, balance, and well-being to your life.
We tell people, come check us out, come talk to us, let us show you around, show you what we have to offer. You can tell us what your inspiration is, what you're looking for out of maybe the wedding day, maybe the day prior. So we tell anyone, just come down, talk to us, and I'm sure you'll fall in love with us.
Our staff is probably one of the most experienced staff in any of the spas in Western New York. So our hair stylists come from all different backgrounds, but we currently have about 10 stylists on our staff.
Lux would not be where it is today without the staff. They make it. They're the biggest asset here. So it was a huge thing when we kept adding another person to our staff. It was like, what do they bring? How are they special? How are they unique? How do they work with everybody else? And we made that to be one of the most important things we were looking for, someone who was going to take their profession but give individual attention to a client and just make them be the most important person. One of the first things we're always big about is greeting the person, making sure they feel warm and welcome, and leave the rest of the world behind. We're in here to show them relaxation, a wonderful atmosphere, and great services.
Well, every bride has a dream of what their day is going to look like. So our goal is to make that dream come true. I can honestly say that our providers really do care. They really, really care about their clients. So when they have that bride in their chair or in their service room, they really do care. And so that relationship is built through the amount of time that they spend with them and making sure that the result of their day is perfect.
So depending on what they're having done, we'll lead them to that spot. My team is a phenomenal team. They are wonderful at making each individual feel wonderful, like they're the only person on earth for that day.
Our providers become a partner. So much of what they're doing is doing a consultation to find out what your goal is. If you're sitting in the hair station, they're going to find out what your goal is. If you're going in for a massage, what do you need? If you're coming in for a facial, what do you need? Because they're going to make sure that they make that happen for you. If you wanted to come in with a group, a bridal group, we do have a conference room that's there for you to use. We also have a boutique at Lux. What's so convenient is when that bride comes in, she's probably going to find some gifts in there that she can buy for a bridal party, and it's just a nice add-on to what we offer at Lux.
And one way a bride or anybody could get to know our technicians is on our website. We have a picture of them and their bio. So you get to see how much education they've had, how much experience they have doing a variety of different things. So a lot of times brides will just view that and say, oh, I'd like to meet so-and-so for a consultation. And they do that.
Give Lux Spa a call or visit their website to explore their professional staff or learn more about their services. Up next is a lakeside destination like no other. Canandaigua's Inn on the Lake is a resort hotel located on the shores of Canandaigua Lake. The magnificent million-dollar views are guaranteed. So whether it's a lakeside ceremony or reception, the property and their exceptional service will make your wedding memories last a lifetime.
So we definitely have had a lot of couples that come to the Canandaigua or the Finger Lakes area. The wineries bring guests from all over. We're kind of like the Napa Valley of New York.
A lot of couples come here to the lake because of the lakefront atmosphere. A lot of boaters are around the property during the summer months. It's a very popular place.
We see many people returning. My sister got married here, or my brother's cousin. We just love the vicinity.
Almost immediate for most people, as they know right away, right when they walk into our lobby and see the lake and how close our tent is, specifically the tent, how awesome it is.
The tent also has some chandeliers that make it very romantic throughout the tent, going down the middle, and then also over the bar space as well. And it holds up to 300 people. Big or small, we try to be versed in all areas.
The tent goes up at the end of April. It stays up through October. We can cater to those that don't want too much of a hustle bustle in July and August with a lot of the boaters on the lake. Spring is a little bit quieter, and then again when school's back in session, it's a little bit quieter, but it's still relatively beautiful outside to have your wedding location right outside.
So a lot of our brides and grooms like to make their wedding day more of a wedding weekend for them and their guests. So a lot of the time, guests and them and the bride and groom would stay the night before and the night of, sometimes the night after as well. So that's where we really like to work in a rehearsal dinner if that's something they want to do with us. We definitely can offer that. It's a different style menu, so then we can kind of give them different options so it's not the exact same thing that they'll be experiencing on their wedding day. Outdoor ceremonies as well is something that is a big selling point for us.
In the sales office, we definitely create a relationship with the brides and grooms that we work with. The relationship could be 4 months in planning, but oftentimes it's a year or more. When we put what we put on paper, all their plans and their ideas and their dreams, we know that our staff is going to carry it out perfectly. We have a very seasoned wait staff. We also have a wonderful chef who has likes to think out of the box and can create menus based on your requests or just anything different that you're looking to have.
Well, you really can't beat the pictures that you get here because you can just literally stand right on the lakefront and get the most beautiful pictures. Some of the best ones that I've seen is when the sun does start setting. We get really nice pictures with that as well. The proximity to the pier with the boathouses is a big selling point. We allow our guests to take pictures wherever they want, whether that's in the front, underneath the trees, or that's over by the lake. They can use all the time that they need to take their pictures.
So one of the things that we really pride ourselves in is a position that we call a wedding concierge. Not only are we, your sales manager, on hand the day of your event, coordinating with all of your vendors and setup and things like that. We have a wedding concierge who assists us with that, but is also hands-on for the bride and groom, as well as the parents who we feel are also hosting that event.
We want to welcome you down to the Inn on the Lake to plan your wedding. We are more than happy to set up a tour with you and go over all the options for your special day.
To learn more about booking a reception or a ceremony at the Inn on the Lake, you can visit them online or give them a call. It's your wedding day, the day you say I do and begin your life together. Here at Wisteria Flowers and Gifts, they understand the importance of this big day. With more than 25 years of design experience, you can depend on Wisteria to make your wedding dreams come true.
We originally started 25 years ago, and it was a passion of my mother's. She loved flower arranging. We moved onto East Avenue and were there for a number of years, and then we moved here 15 years ago. So we've been in business for 25 years now. It's incredibly beautiful when you walk into the store, if I do say so myself. It's lovely. And every day clients come in who have never been in before and say, oh my gosh, I never knew you were here. It's so pretty in here. Oh, it's very relaxing. We want people to have a good experience every time they enter the store. I am probably the luckiest woman in business in the city of Rochester with the flower industry, because the team that I have they're completely wonderful people. They have great energy, they have great vision, and they can put everything together flawlessly for our brides, which is great.
I could tell you that so many times that people come in here and say, I just need to come in here because it feeds my soul. It's so beautiful, it's just so happy that it makes us feel good.
I mean, that's why we're here. We love creating new and exciting ideas for customers. We love to play off their ideas. We're a creative group of people, so anything that anyone is asking for, we'll definitely go out of our way to find something that works for them.
A lot of times it's the vision that the bride has that they bring into us, and we go off of pictures, and we go off of just having a consult with them and talking to them, getting to know them a little bit more, what their style is, what their design is, what their vision is for their wedding, and we build on it from that point forward.
Here at Wisteria, you're amongst friends, you're amongst family. We're always wanting to help everyone, whether it be their wedding or just a beautiful centerpiece for their dining room table.
Everything we do is custom. So we find out what they're looking for. We try to pinch a little bit of this, a little bit of that of their personality, and then it gives us an opportunity to try and do something unique for each person.
A lot of it has to do with trust, and when they trust their designer to do what we do best, they happen to be very pleased with the end product. They will ask us about if we could do artificial flowers and actually ship them down to their destination wedding, which is great. It's a win-win for everybody because they get the look that they want, they get the colors, they get a keepsake after the fact. If you haven't been into Wisteria, we would love for you to come in and experience our creative beauty.
To plan your floral arrangements, give Wisteria Flowers and Gifts a call or simply visit their website. If you're looking for a unique Rochester wedding venue that begins with your imagination and vision, then check out the German House in the South Wedge of Rochester. You'll feel confident that every detail will be handled with professionalism and courtesy and with historic style.
We're in the historic German House, which is in Rochester's South Wedge neighborhood. It's one of Rochester's most historic buildings. It was built in 1908, started life as a church hall. It's now evolved into many, many things, and has been a very meaningful building to the community. The first thing people are struck by when they come into the historic German House is just the historic beauty of the building. But one of the things that they soon discover after that is that it's very much a blank slate. You can achieve almost any vision that you can imagine here at the German House. Well, the historic German House is catered to and managed by Peerless Events. And aside from the wonderful building that we're in, our most valuable asset is our staff. They're the folks that really make the experience of your wedding. Any wedding that we have, we always make sure that we have not only enough staff, but we have staff that are trained and professional so that they're able to deliver the highest level of service for your special day. When it comes to building a menu, one of the biggest things that brides, grooms, as they're planning their wedding, encounter is they get these huge catering menus, and we have just like any other caterer, we have an extensive catering menu. But the idea is to be able to guide you through that process, to help you make the best decisions for your party, so that you can make the choices that set you up for an excellent day of experience. A restaurant-style beverage program is then extended into our catering program, where we feature craft beers, craft cocktails, whether you're doing a cash bar or a beverage package. We can customize the bar not only to standard offerings, but to what you like. If Grandpa wants a Scotch, he's going to be able to get a Scotch. You have a bunch of people that are IPA drinkers. We feature some of the best beers, both from local and nationwide sources, from Three Heads to Swiftwater, right down the street. You'll always be able to get something really great to drink at your party. Third is setting up the fun factor for your weddings, and being that we're in an auditorium, we have some assets that a lot of other rooms don't have. We have a built-in sound system that DJs can take advantage of. We have dance lights and theater lights that will simply turn on with a flick of a switch that can be customized to illuminate the room however you choose. If you have a wedding band coming in, there is not a room that sounds as good as this, that has a dance floor as good as this, that your guests are going to be able to cut a rug and have an absolute blast. We're excited to announce that Peerless Events is not just the historic German house. We've recently expanded to be a caterer at the Rochester Museum and Science Center, along with other venues throughout the region. We here at the historic German house and Peerless Events can't wait to help you develop the wedding of your dreams, to build the event of your dreams and a most memorable event for you and your family.
To answer any questions about booking the extraordinary German house, you can go to their website or give them a call. You'll be glad you did. Up next, we explore a beautiful keepsake that you'll cherish for years to come, your wedding gown. It's really the centerpiece and one of the most important parts of your wedding day. An extraordinary bridal boutique you won't want to miss is Olivia J Bridal. Owner Jamie Hardy provides a peace of mind experience every bride deserves.
My mother and myself, along with my sister-in-law, we all try to have that family feeling here, and we all try to build relationship with the bride and her family. We love the warm, cozy feeling that you should get. I can't wait for them to walk through the door and with an open mind and just be like, wow, okay, let's do this. So I'm very excited about working with them from day one, going all the way down to the last day that we have to be with them when they pick up their dress. It's a great experience. The best part, I think, about when you're trying to help them, I want them to look at their wedding pictures in 20 years and go, wow, I picked the right dress. Everything was perfect. I love it. I was so thankful that I did what I did. We like to give our bride full attention that day, so it helps to call for an appointment. We usually work with about 2-3 hours with each bride, and we like to keep one at a time so that we can give them the personal touches that they deserve. We will start with them looking around, seeing what kind of draws their eyes to whatever dress that they're excited about trying on. We'll take them back, bring them in the dressing rooms, and I always let the girls pick the dress that they saw first, that they really drew their eye to. I let them put that one on first, and I let them take a minute in the dressing room and say, do I want to go out there and show everyone? Are we okay with this? And I want them to be comfortable. Then when they're comfortable, we walk out, we go to our showcase where we're going to show everybody. Usually it's moms, grandmas, the aunts, some of the bridal party. Sometimes it can get crazy, but for the most part, I want it to be about them. I want them to be excited. I want them to enjoy it. I want that bride to walk through my front door, and I want them to have that family feeling, that they can come in and say, you know what, this place is going to help me out. And I want them to feel like it's not an uppity place where they couldn't afford something when they walked in the door. I want them to be able to get the dress that they want and to be able to afford it also. We here at Olivia J Bridal have come across many, many designers. We have pretty much handpicked our designers of the ones that we think that most of the girls are coming out of, that are thinking that, okay, this is the new line for the year. This is the upcoming styles. So you always have to be ahead of the game. Because remember, when they're buying dresses, they're buying them sometimes a year in advance. So we got to make sure that that dress is good for the following year We're inviting you down to our new location. We're so excited. We can't wait for you to share in this time with us. I want everyone to come down here and check us out because we have so many new, fun, exciting ideas here at Olivia J Bridal Boutique. We would love to have you.
Offering sophistication and elegance, imagine having your wedding day ceremony at Rochester's National Historic Landmark, the George Eastman Museum. Iconic photographs and extraordinary memories await you. The George Eastman Museum offers a true legendary wedding moment.
The Eastman House is such a jewel to this community. It is Rochester's most famous address. Who doesn't know what 900 East Avenue is? I mean, it is the largest house in the city of Rochester. George Eastman is such a famous name in this community, and if it wasn't for this man, Rochester wouldn't be on the map as it is today. Having had the pleasure of being in this museum for over 30 years and talking to people through the decades, and when they come here, one of the first things they say is, I was here as a child, and it was my fantasy or my dream to walk down the grand staircase in my wedding dress when that day comes. So I've literally met brides who have waited all their lives to be able to have that day here, that special, amazing Storytale wedding. We have indoor and outdoor opportunities for weddings here at the museum. The outside seems to be the most popular just because our gardens are as fantastic outside as the interior of this home. The most popular is the West Garden, mainly because the setting, it is staged brilliantly for a bride to walk straight down the aisle of the West Garden right towards the arches. It's a brilliant setting. Another space available on our property is the terrace garden. A beautiful upper terrace, a beautiful pergola, draped with wisteria. There's no setting like it in Rochester.
We feel so grateful to have found George Eastman House, and we feel very lucky to be able to book the event for our wedding. It was everything that we were looking for. The gardens are beautiful. We didn't have to do much in terms of wedding decor because the surroundings are visually striking. If you're looking for something that's unique, elegant, glamorous, authentic, George Eastman House is the place for your big day.
There are two options available for your ceremony inside the mansion as well. George Eastman's own conservatory can hold up to 120 guests, or the more intimate, a one-of-a-kind grand staircase.
When I meet a couple for the first time, I know this is their day. It has to be their day and all about them, and it should be. I want them to know that when they step on this property, they're done. I take it from here. So they don't have to worry about a thing. It is handled for them. Knowing the limitations of our museum, unfortunately we can't handle wedding receptions. However, we could easily do a fantastic rehearsal dinner here at the museum. It's always interesting to me to talk to not only folks from all over the world, but locals who forget about this jewel right here in Rochester. And I want people to realize that, again, this is Rochester's house, and you need to come down and see what a treasure we have right here in our community.
For reserving your special day at the George Eastman Museum, visit their website or simply give them a call. Thank you for joining us on The Bridal Show. We know you enjoyed this intimate look at some of the top wedding venues and wedding professionals in the Rochester area. Thanks for watching, and remember to visit us at thebridaltvshow.com to learn more about our featured guests.
If you own a business and would like to be featured on The Bridal Show, contact us online to learn more.